Imagine looking up at the night sky, millions of tiny points of light, distant and mysterious, spread across the darkness. But among those countless stars, we live in one particular neighborhood, the solar system. A place that has been our home for over 4.5 billion years, and one that still holds secrets we are only beginning to uncover. Formation of the solar system. The story of our solar system begins in a giant cloud of gas and dust known as a solar nebula about 4.6 billion years ago. Gravity pulled this vast cloud inward, causing it to spin and flatten into a disk. At its center, pressure and temperature rose until nuclear fusion ignited, and our sun was born. The leftover gas and dust clumped together into planetesimals, small building blocks of planets. Over millions of years, collisions and gravity sculpted these into the planets, moons, asteroids, and comets we know today. This cosmic dance of dust, fire, and gravity gave rise to the planetary system we call our own. Age of the solar system. Scientists estimate the solar system to be about 4.6 billion years old. To put that in perspective, if the entire history of the solar system were compressed into a single year, humans would appear only in the last few seconds before midnight on December 31st. The Sun, which contains 99.8% of all the solar system's mass, has been shining for most of that time and is expected to continue for another 5 billion years before becoming a red giant. The Sun, the heart of the system. At the center is our star, the Sun. It's a massive sphere of hydrogen and helium, converting over 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium every second through nuclear fusion. This process releases the energy that lights and warms our world. Without the Sun, life could not exist. Its gravity keeps every planet, asteroid, and comet in orbit, making it the true anchor of the solar system. The inner planets. Closest to the Sun are the rocky inner planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Mercury, small and airless, is scarred by craters and bakes in extreme heat during the day, freezing at night. Venus, shrouded in thick clouds of carbon dioxide, is hotter than Mercury due to its runaway greenhouse effect. Earth, our home, is unique as far as we know, the only world with liquid water, diverse ecosystems, and intelligent life. Mars, the red planet, has giant volcanoes and dried up riverbeds, suggesting that long ago it may have had flowing water and perhaps even the conditions for life. The asteroid belt. Between Mars and Jupiter lies the asteroid belt, filled with rocky remnants from the early solar system. These objects, like the dwarf planet Ceres, are leftovers that never fully combined into a planet, largely because of Jupiter's immense gravity. The gas giants. Further out are the giant planets. Jupiter, the largest, is a planet of storms and swirling clouds. Its great red spot is a storm larger than Earth, raging for centuries. Jupiter also has at least 95 moons, including Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system. Saturn is famous for its majestic rings made of ice and rock particles. Its moon Titan has thick clouds and lakes of liquid methane, while Enceladus sprays jets of water vapor into space, a sign of hidden oceans beneath. The ice giants. Uranus, tipped on its side, has faint rings and icy composition, giving it a bluish hue. Neptune, the farthest official planet, is deep blue and home to the fastest winds in the solar system, blowing at over 2,000 kilometers per hour. Its moon Triton orbits backwards, suggesting it was captured long ago. The edge of the solar system. Beyond Neptune lies the Kuiper Belt, a region of icy objects. Here we find dwarf planets like Pluto, Eris, and Haumea. These are frozen relics from the solar system's birth. Even farther out is the mysterious Oort cloud, a vast spherical shell of icy bodies surrounding the solar system. It is believed to be the birthplace of long-period comets that occasionally visit the inner planets. The edge of the Oort cloud marks the boundary of the Sun's influence, a frontier stretching more than a light year from Earth. Fascinating facts. The solar system is about 100,000 times wider than the distance between Earth and the Sun. Light from the Sun takes only 8 minutes to reach Earth, but more than 5 hours to reach Pluto. Every planet orbits in the same direction, counterclockwise, except for Venus and Uranus, which rotate strangely compared to the rest. There are more than 200 moons orbiting planets in the solar system. Some may even harbor life in hidden oceans. The Voyager 1 spacecraft, launched in 1977, has now passed beyond the solar system into interstellar space, carrying with it a golden record, a time capsule of human sounds and music. The hidden worlds. While planets get most of the attention, moons are some of the most fascinating places in the solar system. Jupiter's moon Europa has a smooth, icy surface, hiding an ocean of salt water beneath. Scientists believe it may be one of the best places to look for alien life. Saturn's moon Enceladus erupts with geysers that shoot water into space, a direct window into its subsurface ocean. Titan, Saturn's largest moon is eerily Earth-like with rivers, lakes, and rain, not of water but of liquid methane and ethane. Ganymede, larger than Mercury, has its own magnetic field, something no other moon possesses. Each moon is like a world of its own, with landscapes and mysteries as compelling as any planet. Comets, meteors, and asteroids. The solar system is also full of small wanderers. Comets are icy bodies that, when approaching the sun, develop glowing tails of gas and dust. They are sometimes called dirty snowballs, carrying ancient material from the dawn of the solar system. Meteors, often called shooting stars, are tiny fragments that burn brightly in Earth's atmosphere. Larger ones that survive to hit the ground are called meteorites. Some meteorites are older than Earth itself, containing chemical clues to the origin of life. These objects remind us that the solar system is not static. It is alive with motion, impacts, and change, human exploration, and spacecraft. Our understanding of the solar system has grown thanks to robotic explorers. Voyager 1 and 2 gave us the first close looks at the outer planets and are now venturing into interstellar space. New Horizons flew past Pluto in 2015, revealing icy mountains and a heart-shaped plain of frozen nitrogen. Mars rovers like Curiosity and Perseverance are searching for signs of ancient water and life on the red planet. The James Webb Space Telescope and other observatories are helping us see planetary atmospheres and moons in incredible detail. Every mission rewrites what we know and sparks new questions about where we came from. The future of the solar system. What does the future hold for our solar system? In about 5 billion years, the Sun will exhaust its hydrogen fuel and swell into a red giant, engulfing Mercury and Venus, and possibly even Earth. Eventually, it will shed its outer layers and shrink into a white dwarf, leaving behind a glowing planetary nebula. But long before that, humanity may spread through the solar system. Colonies on Mars, mining stations on asteroids, and research bases on moons like Europa or Titan could make us a spacefaring civilization. In a way, exploring the solar system is also about ensuring the survival of our species. Fascinating facts, expanded. The solar system is about 100,000 times wider than the distance between Earth and the Sun. Light from the Sun takes only 8 minutes to reach Earth, but more than 5 hours to reach Pluto. Every planet orbits in the same direction, counterclockwise, except for Venus and Uranus, which rotate strangely compared to the rest. There are more than 200 moons orbiting planets in the solar system. Some may even harbor life in hidden oceans. The Voyager 1 spacecraft, launched in 1977, has now passed beyond the solar system into interstellar space, carrying with it a golden record, a time capsule of human sounds and music. Jupiter is so massive that if it were about 80 times bigger, it could have become a star. Saturn's rings, though vast, are only a few hundred meters thick, thinner than the length of a football field. Neptune's moon Triton is so cold that nitrogen freezes out of its atmosphere onto the ground like snow. Why study the solar system? Studying the solar system is more than just curiosity. It helps us understand our own planet's past, present, and future. By learning about Mars, we explore whether life ever existed elsewhere. By studying asteroids, we discover the raw materials that formed Earth. By observing gas giants, we learn about the forces that shape planetary systems across the galaxy. And most importantly, the solar system teaches us about fragility and resilience, how worlds evolve, how life might arise, and how precious our planet truly is. Outro. So, the solar system is not just a set of planets orbiting a star. It is a cosmic storybook written across billions of years, filled with fire and ice, storms and silence, moons and mysteries. From the sun's blazing heart to the frozen edges of the Oort cloud, it reminds us that we are part of something vast, ancient, and extraordinary. And as we continue to explore it, with telescopes, probes, and perhaps one day human footsteps on distant worlds, we are also exploring ourselves. Because the solar system is not just where we live, it is who we are, and it connects us to the greater universe beyond. In conclusion, this is the solar system, our home in the stars, ancient, mysterious, and still waiting to be fully discovered.
Subscribe.